Hello, all my beautiful, beautiful people. I have some corn here that I'm frying up. I have some infused oil. I put some oil in here, and it's got all kind of herbs and spices and good stuff in here that I just put it in my oil, and it sits and it marinates in the oil, and it infuses the oil. Most people will cook this with bacon grease, but I already have the oil in here, and I will be frying up this corn. I can put an onion in it, and what I'm going to do is just fry all my stuff together like this. I want the corn fried. Most people will probably not fry their corn. They'll just leave it like it is, but I am going to just fry everything up and then boil it. I'm not putting any celery in it or bell peppers, just the onion and potatoes and the corn. This is not cream corn, it's just regular whole corn out of a can, drained. And there is no seasoning in this right now, and I will be putting seasoning in this. Garlic powder, onion bits, even though I have onions in it. Black pepper, salt, of course. But I will be using the Lowry seasonings instead of just plain salt, because that will give it more flavor. Because right now this is really, really, really bland, because it has nothing in it. Reaching for the garlic powder. And go ahead on and season it right now. Every time you add something to it, it is good to layer your seasoning. I'm going to put some of this parsley in here. That's just me doing this, not going by anybody else's recipe. This is what I do when I cook. Now I got some finely chopped little onion bits here, minced onions, that I'm going to sprinkle in there, even though I have onions in here. Just more flavor. I'm going to add a little tamarind in here. Since I have some, I'm adding some. It's good for you, so it won't hurt you at all just by putting it in there. Put a little cumin in it. And I'll put a little ginger in it. Now frying it gives it that cooked, fried taste, if you know what I'm talking about. Those that know anything about frying corn. Gives it some extra flavor. Put my salts in now. This bad baby here hasn't been opened yet. So we're going to sprinkle this in here. I'm going to put a little paprika in it. I'm making a chowder, but I like my food well seasoned. Well seasoned. Put a little dill in it. You don't have to put all these seasonings in yours, because your clam chowder, or not clam chowder, but corn chowder, could have whatever you like in it. Black pepper. You can just start with just black pepper and salt if you want to. That's up to you. And stir all these seasonings up in here. Val, if you're making a soup, shouldn't that be in a boiler? Well, this is just the way they are doing it right now, okay? Now, chowder. It could just be cream corn with potatoes. Just depends on how it turns out. Still frying up. See, that's some of that oil. Skillet is dry. Get it all over the corn here so it won't stick to the skillet. It's just extra seasoning. It's a vegetable oil. It's not a fatty oil, but it has flavor. So I want it to fry. And everything to fry. The corn and everything. You kind of decide when you want to stop cooking. Now all that good old stuff is on the bottom of the skillet now. And now we finna sort of deglaze the pan. And then again, I may want to put a little flour on here for thickening sake. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. Put a little oil in the middle. Fry me up some flour. And you say, Val, you going to just pour the flour right in there like that? Yes, I am. I'm going to cook it right there. And the reason I'm doing this is to, so the flour won't be doughy, like tastes like flour. So you kind of fry it up a little bit. Let it cook a little. Then you start incorporating it in with your whatever you got in your skillet, and then it helps you out a little bit. Now we can deglaze it with some of this evaporated milk. Pour it in there, the whole thing. And you got some water here, and I used the water that came out of the can what the corn was sitting in. You say, well, Val, why would you do that? Because when I own that corn, you could smell the beauty of that corn, and the juices still had that beautiful scent in it. And I put the flour in this chowder to make it more like a chowder, give it a little thickness to it, but still it's a soup. And I like a little sweetness to mine, so I'm going to put a little sugar in it too. That's 3 cans of corn. Let me turn it down. With 4 potatoes. So that's a lot going on in here. I'm going to have to taste it to see if it needs any more seasoning also. Of course, I'll be adding more water. And because of that flour, that's why it's thick like this. Getting my tea kettle, y'all. That's why I had to reach over there. Put a little more water in it. Take this out the way. Set it to the side. Put it out the way. Close that up. I'm one of them people that like to clean as you go. That's why I was doing that. Now I'm going to let this simmer on that low flame. Since the flame low, well, let me turn it back up because it got the water cooled it off. And let it bubble a little bit before I put the lid on it, then cut it down. But I will be tasting my liquid to see if I'm going to need anything else in it. Oh, it's good. It's real good. It's real good. I don't think it's going to need anything. I was going to layer the flavors again. But all I really need to do with this is just let it cook. Make sure the potatoes are done. Even though they fried a little bit. Let that cook. Now I brought this up to a boil. But I would like to thank Tammy Otis. She had kind of inspired me to make this chowder. I saw her make a sweet pea soup. I never heard of that before. But it reminded me of a corn chowder or cream corn. The recipe is totally different far as the seasoning is concerned in the potato. But she just used the sweet peas, the milk and seasoning. But if you want to see that, go over to her channel and check her sweet pea soup out. Now I've had sweet peas with a flour base for as making it creamy, but not actually eating it like this as a soup. So I said, well, she done made me hungry for some cream corn or some cream chowder. I'll probably try that pea soup that she made. But I think this is a done deal right here, y'all. I got it on low right now. Okay, you guys. I'm going to dip some up and put it in a bowl. I'm plating now. As I dip this chowder into this bowl, it should be going to the blender, blending it up, and then pouring it back into the pan to make it more creamier. Tastes really good. You can taste all the corn flavor all through this. And this is Val. Well, this is how you do it. How I make my corn chowder. And I see all of you beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people on the next video. Bye-bye now. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share it with somebody. And I do appreciate it. Bye-bye now.